strong, but I maintain dominance to a certain degree. Like it's more one of those like I keep my eye on you because at any moment you could take me out.
I know this could happen, and it could be bad.
So it's like eyes on both of them now though because they're both bulking up. It's like feel like I'm the becoming the old decrepit king and I'm about to get dethroned by
You're gonna be thrown from the top of the hill.
right. It's gonna be JT and Josh, and they're gonna be like, "Long live the king!" And like, "Wah!"
You know what my mom did when we tried to stay inside and play games all day? They threw us outside the door and then locked it. And
Right?
then they just went and turned the TV up really loud so that they couldn't hear us screaming at them.
Oh, you bring sack of potatoes.
And then and then we found stuff to
The
entertain ourselves
family's
with
over.
after that.
We have a tablet for you to use. Yeah, it should work better than your iPad as a keypad and everything. Ask Laura about it. It's not the one I have. It's a Laura's work tablet, so just be very careful with it. But it should run a lot better than what I was gonna. For the parts because I couldn't find mine.
Say hi to all the midgets. Say bye to all the midgets. Go fill
Hey,
up some
sweetie, you
freezers.
chilling with dogs? Just do me a favor when you get home and get that water hose set by the Willow tree 'cause it's dying.
Drew.
No kidding. I didn't even think about like the dangers about nighttime or anything when I was a kid. I don't think.
Oh, I
Oh
did.
no, we play that all the time. Like
No,
we
if it
played in
got
the
dark,
dark
I was
all
out.
the time.
We used to
Dark.
do the whole tag and stuff in the dark.
Mm-mm.
Well, what was it, Nana and Papa's, where they had the big back porch,
Oh heck yeah, we
and
used
so
to play hide and seek out there.
yeah, it was so like with the flashlight, and so the porch lit up was the base. If you got back to the porch, you were fine, but like whoever was out there like had a flashlight and was searching for you.
It was
So good.
awesome. It was so much fun. I remember the one time. Who was it? Was it you or was it Ethan who climbed a
Yeah,
tree and then jumped onto the top of the porch and then swung back underneath one time
that's good.
to
Our
get to
house, we didn't find
base?
nothing. I already ate
See,
all
I
around.
I don't even know. I remember like at some point I learned
There's
that
some
you
pretzels, but
could
that's literally about all you're gonna find in my
can't
forest.
remember who
Ready,
showed me that,
ready
but
to be eaten. Everything
like,
else
oh,
is
look at this window.
defrosted and cooked.
Right, the window out from the top floor.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Really?
Oh, Mark is here.
Yeah, Mark showed up finally. So we'll even have Mark here for this.
That's not bad.
All
Real
we'll be
simple.
missing is Rygon and Amlek. So
Super simple, but really delicious. Yeah,
I
big
used
fan
to
of
go
fish.
walk around the cemetery after dark,
What up? How's it
look at the
going?
cool headstones and stuff.
I don't speak Native American.
I like cemeteries in the fog. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing. Like, there's some spots
Uh,
up
Zombie
here
weather.
where
my
just
great
like
grandfather was
cemetery
your
completely
Native.
covered in fog, and
Yeah, but
just
we
like
can't prove
walking through it with all those old school headstones and like
it. I could.
mausoleum
Go
stuff. It's like whoa, whoa.
so like the government would be paying me to go to school. That is not the case. All right, so what are we doing? We're getting started. Are we introducing our current selves?
Uh, Mark, are you gonna use your phone for your whatever you want to use? I've got some smaller headphones if you don't want a giant headset that you could use. Okay. All right. All right. So hi everybody. Welcome
Hello.
to the fourth episode of Dwarven Halls. This is a continuation from our first arc, which was the Misfits. Um, I am your DM, Justin, and we'll start introducing ourselves. Mark will have his Skype up here in just a second. And he'll be able to introduce himself as well.
You
But
should
if you'll
you
go
should
ahead,
throw the
Jeremy.
All right, Jeremy. I play
Oh,
Hammersmith, the dwarven cleric of Ilmater. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll get into it. It's about to get crazy.
All right, Steven.
Steve Ray, sorcerer, foolish, little naive. You know, it's kind of the path we're going these days. Praise will matter, but doesn't know how to praise will matter properly. Something I'm kind of learning. Yeah, Steve Ray, sorcerer, half elf of dragon something. Justin corrected me last time. Checked last stream to get proper information. Uh, and half elf with dragon ancestry. That's what it is. Thank you.
Okay,
Too late
because yeah,
now.
you've been saying you were dragonborn for like seconds now. Oh no, it's just like all of a sudden out of nowhere, it was like I am dragonborn.
Yeah, I got it.
That was back when we were fighting
I
the
got it mixed
dragonborn.
up at some point. Some point, I got it mixed up. So that was just
You were doing it right for a little bit, and then all of a sudden it was just, I'm a dragonborn. I would not
Listen,
change
enemy.
race.
I saw a meme probably on the internet. You know how memes affect your brain. But
Psyche was
there we go.
permanently altered.
Dragon, yeah. But I'm looking forward to the session. A little sad that we're going to be missing some of our main characters again tonight.
And I'll go
We'll,
ahead and introduce the two that we're going to be missing tonight. John, who plays Rhaegon, the barbarian. The group just actually got him recently from his tribe down south in some hills. He's pretty rambunctious fella. Loves some drinks. And definitely loves his rocks. Like ridiculously loves rocks. It's unreal. Um, and then we're also missing Ethan, who plays Amlek, the tiefling fighter. Um, he's a kind of mystery. He absolutely hates racism. Like it's the bane of his existence. So don't say anything that could maybe possibly be racist because he hates it. He just absolutely does not love anything racism. Uh, there is a chance that Amlek could show up a little bit later. He had to drive back from here, which he came to town this weekend, celebrate our mother's birthday. He's driving back, which is a 3-hour drive, and he left a little while back, so he might be getting home here pretty quick. I don't know, so he might be able to join us before the end of the session. um, and then Mark, whenever you're ready to introduce yourself, you feel free.
ta-da! Okay, can you hear me?
It's got a
Can you hear
little
me
bit
now?
of feedback, but I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I'm Mark. I play Rendick, who is a vagabond monk, trying to find his way, and he's trying to hang out with this party, hopefully hoping to find the answers to where he should go with his calling. Pretty much. There you go. The end.
All right. If Jeremy and Stevo will go ahead and roll me a d20. And Rendick, as soon as you get on here, if you'll roll me a d20 as well. Both the DM comes up with a kick-ass name. For what?
Nickname. Rather than just Justin the DM, I want you to be like God Almighty.
Why did you roll initiative, Steven?
I
I
totally
thought we were
like.
going to war.
I honestly, I don't know. I just kind of like. He said D20, and it just kind of like. Technically, the initiative on me is a D20. Just saying.
Technically. I mean, I could take your initiative roll, and then
Nah,
Rendick doesn't even
that's.
have to roll.
I mean, it's. We'll take the D20 I rolled. It's already bad enough. Just give me a little bit of a chance here. Uh,
Oh man.
you could be.
Allura, come here. Come here. Have your dad roll this. Hand that to your dad. He's gonna roll it. An 11. All right, Stevo, tell us what happened last time.
All right. As far as I can tell, we exited the city. We basically finished up our business there, as far as I can remember. Um, and from there, we traveled on from there to there. As you see on the map, there's arrows. Oh, honestly, I don't normally keep up with the places because we just pretty much follow Mog everywhere we go, so I get a little lost. And well, what we did is we came across a army troop bringing back a whole bunch of bandits. Mog gave them some food and stuff, and hired a couple of them to accompany us on our adventures. You know, kind of inspected what the bandits were. They had some sort of tattoo, right, Justin? Am I right about that?
Mark of Bane.
Mark of Bane. There we go. And then later on, we got jumped at night. Uh, I turned. Was it Mojo or Jojo?
I think it was
Mojo.
Mojo.
Mojo. I turned Mojo into an awesome dragon. All right, it was awesome. But every single time we damage these guys, they shot out black flames. Uh, I went down. I wanted to make somebody invisible, and that was a mistake because then all the aggro came to me. I got a little too experimental, like mad scientist. But we attacked everything, and then I ended up turning in one of the guys into a bone devil because apparently they absorbed a certain type of magic I shot out. And then right when we were about to kill this bone devil, with after Mojo and Mog and everything's going crazy. We're killing things. Mog's riding Mojo the dragon, flames everywhere. I guess that was it. The Hand of Bane
It was. It was indeed.
came up and grabbed that bone devil and brought him back down. Which kind of sucks for him. He was like a bone devil for like 2 minutes. What do you expect from the guy? He didn't even get his for it. That's what I call, a high turnover rate. But making sandwich. And it's always delicious. But that's where we're at. We just finished that encounter. That's pretty much where we called it for the night, as far as I remember. Did we? We didn't travel anymore after that. We just finished resting, right? Or did we
You
do
did travel.
anything else?
You traveled up to
I was
Everland after the encounter. After
okay. So
Mog
now
sent
we're
the remaining soldier, the one man who lived, back with his dead friend.
yeah, that was depressing. That was like
No, those guys suck.
hey,
They should have
Dad!
just hung out.
Eh,
They could have stayed back and shot bows.
Hey man, they
That
absorbed some
was pretty
aggro.
bad.
true that. But here we are. We're in Everland, and screen fades to black. Lights back up. We're in Neverland, and the narrative is over.
All right. So, as you guys get to Everland, you look back in your cart, Mog, and you notice that Rygon and Amlek are both passed out over one of the kegs of ale. Like, they are out. They have apparently been snitching ale on your little trip up this way.
Is the keg empty?
It's almost completely empty.
All right. I want to go ahead and pour the rest of it into how many ever cups it'll take for it to be empty, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab that cask and take it with me.
All right, so you get about 5 cups of beer out of that cask that was left, and then you start taking off.
All right, I want to grab Daffodil, and I'm gonna go ahead and strap that cask onto her. Let me see if I have anything else I want to take with me before I head off. Hey, Steve-O, what are you doing? Steve-O
That.
Ray.
I'm gonna come to you and be like, now that we're here, is there anything we can do about this staff of mine?
Yeah, I
I'm
think
very worried.
you should go find 2 wizards. Make sure they at least know protection from evil, and meet me at the temple.
Okay. Justin, do I need to do any rolls for that?
You can go ahead and you guys are going to town. Alright, so you guys are here in town. Steve-O, you need to go off and you need to make some perception, investigate, and arcana checks. See what kind of wizards you can find in the city.
Right, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. Okay.
Alright. So Steve-O, you managed to pull up 3 other wizards who know protection from evil.
Alright, where am I and where are they?
You are up here and you find them in town. And here are your 3 wizard helpers. They're gonna go with you here.
Okay.
Alright. And then your horse is hanging out outside the temple with you there, Mog.
I was gonna say, this looks pretty temple-y. Is it a temple?
It is. That is the temple. Good look there. As you look, Mog, 3 wizards show up outside the temple here. They kind of look a little weird. Not so sure that you can trust them or anything. They're kind of a little strange, but they can definitely demonstrate that they have magical powers. And they all claim to have protection from good and evil.
Mog, this is what I found.
Alright,
You
well,
said
you guys
2, apparently I found 3, so
Cool.
4 is
Okay.
better, right?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll work on that. Let me go inside real quick, and I'm gonna go talk to somebody. You guys wait out here. All right, I want to go into the temple. I want to see if I can't find myself some other clerics, and I definitely want some that are pretty awesome.
Alright. So you are in luck as you find a couple clerics in here. 2 that look quite powerful. And they tell you that they're willing to help with whatever it seems that you're needing assistance with.
Awesome. Like without question style?
No questions even.
All right.
They see that you're a cleric of ill matter, and they're respecting of that, being in a similar fashion with Paylor.
All right. So I'm going to have those guys come outside with me. Tell them to grab 2 flasks or 2 barrels of holy water. All right, Steve. So we're going to go ahead and do this thing right here out in the middle of the courtyard because I think that's important. But
So
let's go ahead and let's get your staff out here. Like, go ahead and lay it up. We'll get everybody. Yeah, hey, look at that. That looks kind of nice.
Those little circles look funny. They look so out of place with everything else. That's awesome.
All right.
It's cool. It's cool.
So, I definitely want to do. Well, no, I guess I'll wait on that until, in case this goes badly. All right. So as clerics, we'll have the holy water. You three wizardy types, you're gonna go ahead and cast the protection. You're gonna try and keep it concentrated on Steve O'Ray. And clerics and we're gonna focus on blessing this space. One's blessing. One's, what is the other freaking spell for it? Consecrate or something. I get all of these mixed up because they changed some of the spells.
So the
But yeah,
wizards start going with their protection from evil, and you just feel this white aura that you can see, definitely focused mostly on Steve-O between the three of them.
oh, okay, yeah, that's the other thing I want to do. So we'll do one that's bless, just so everybody's boosted, and then the other one is going to be sanctuary, so that Steve-O's warded from harmful spells and attacks. And then I'm going to go ahead and try a banishment. On that. I guess, wait, let me see if I have 5th level spell. Because if I have a 5th level spell, I can dispel evil. Wah, wah, wah. Nope. Okay. Nope, I'm going to have to just settle with banishment. And I'll have everybody concentrate, and we'll be splashing the holy water everywhere.
Alright. So as the holy water and everything is splashing out, and you guys are all working really hard right here, and you cast banishment. Steve-O's staff starts shooting out kind of a black mist starts to rise from the staff. And you can hear kind of some gravelly language. Do either one of you speak Draconic?
I do.
That would be that guy.
Yeah, you do, Steven. So, Steven, you actually know what's being said here. The
I also have Draconian Resilience. I don't know if that matters, but I do have that.
the black dragon that was in your staff is speaking, and he seems to be quite happy at the moment as this is happening. As this happens, an adult black dragon starts to materialize over here off to the side. He's about this size right now as your banishment spell is going off. And this mist is coming out of Steve-O's staff. What are you guys going to do for now?
What is he saying?
This guy misting staff. Forming into dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start blowing on my horn.
All right. As
in
you
a
start
praising
just,
fashion. I'll lay into it.
as you start laying into your horn, stumbling in to town. Off over here where you guys entered, and Rindick is still just standing around. Amlek and Rygon begin to stumble into town as well, hearing your horn and thinking that something could be dangerous up ahead. All right, Steve-O, did you get that? Right. Praises to Elmatter. Steve-O, are you gonna do anything?
Give me just a second to think about it. I don't want to make the wrong choice here. I'm not really sure what to do here, to be honest with you.
So, Jeremy, with your prayers to Ilmater, you see some of the black smoke that's going over to the dragon kind of start wafting off away into the sky, as if it's just not going to go back into the dragon.
All right. So you said that the dragon was happy.
Oh, he seems quite happy. You can definitely feel it palpably in the air.
Can I feel if he's evil?
Oh, you feel evil for sure.
I knew that was going to happen.
You definitely feel evil. And if you want to throw a perception out there, I can tell you even more than that.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll take more information. Oh,
All right. You get a faint whiff of
just
something as well that you just can't quite place. But you can smell something acidic in the air, almost. Something sharp.
acid. Motherfucker. Whoa.
All right, what are we doing with your Arcana here, Steven?
I want to feel what the magic is doing. You got the black wisp coming out. I want to try to see if my Arcana can tell me what's going on, maybe how to stop the growing of the dragon, like information on the magic of what is causing this dragon to come out of the staff from the magical side.
Get after it there, Rindick. All right, so on the magical side, you feel that your staff itself isn't losing any particular ability or power, but that the sentience that was in your staff is starting to leak out into the world that it came from with Mog's banishment spell. It's being banished from the world inside the staff that you created into the world where it's from.
Okay. Well, all right. We're gonna talk to the dragon.
All right, what are we saying?
Well, we're gonna just kind of talk and be like, "Yes, you're freed from your prison now, although that was not my intent. As you can see, there are many powerful warriors here. If you wish to leave and go off back to the mountains and leave us be for now, I will make no further move against you, and I'll do the best to convince everybody else around here to let you be."
Okay. So you say this to the dragon, and the dragon grumbles back at you. He says, "You took me from one prison to another, and now you expect me just to leave you be?"
In my defense, I didn't imprison you to begin with. Isn't there some revenge you want out there on somebody else?
I'm sure the tiny mortals that put me in that prison thousands of years ago have probably died by now.
You never know. There's lots of immortality spells. They could put you in there. They could probably keep themselves alive.
Right. At least undead. uh, so the dragon is eyeing you, Stevo, as it's slowly starting to coalesce into a more solid form. And as it does so, uh, Mog, your two clerics get on either side of the dragon and begin to cast banishment on it from both sides of the dragon as it's starting to form into this place. And it seems like it's kind of
Cool.
dragging the dragon down a little bit and weakening it as it goes.
I want to control water.
Okay.
I'll focus on it to control all the water that's still in the barrels, and I'll shoot it up to fall down upon the dragon.
All right. So as this holy water just splashes all over this dragon, you just hear this ear-splitting screech. It's just super loud. You can see people walking out of their houses holding their heads with blood coming out of their ears. This dragon screeches in pain. All right, what are you going to cast, Steven?
I would like to cast Ray of Frost. I want to freeze the holy water onto the dragon for now. The patches that are, I want to kind of freeze it on so that it sticks there for a little while.
All right, throw out your Ray of Frost here. Let's see what we got. Oh, 27. Go ahead and roll damage on that too. 13. All right. So this dragon just roars in anger. As the dragon begins to blink out of form, seems to be disappearing, it opens its mouth and breathes one time. Straight towards Steve-O. And it will only hit Steve-O. Nothing else is in that line. So Steve-O, I need you to make a dex saving throw.
You get advantage on that.
You do get advantage on that.
We protect
That's the
you.
one in the big circle, right? The big one to the left?
No, it's the one in
The
saving
little
throws.
one
Trying
is
to roll saving.
The box that says saving throws at the bottom.
this one?
Yes.
Okay.
44. Alright, so you take half as much damage. So you take 22 points of acid damage. Is this dragon...
Squishy, and so he's dead.
As this dragon starts to wobble in shape, almost like you can't see it, and then a white flash, as if sunlight just appeared right here in this area, appears and the dragon is gone. Alright.
Paylor be praised. Ilmater's blessing.
So, Mog is praising the gods who obviously helped in this endeavor of cleaning your staff of the malevolent presence that you trapped inside of it. The two priests are over here collecting that acid that was left on the ground as fast as they can to keep it from burning into the paving stones.
I'd tell the, well, let me see what level. What level are these guys?
Your clerical friends
Yeah.
are about level 12.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well,
You
come
had
on,
some good
dudes.
help.
Let's just control water, and we'll just divert some of the river up over here to cleanse it off.
And me too, maybe?
And we'll bless the water as it goes.
So they start doing that, and just water splashes over you, Steve-O, as they're not really paying attention to you being right there. They're trying to get rid of the acid, so you just kind of get drenched. You're
I'm okay with this.
soaking wet at this point.
Ugh.
You're welcome. You needed a bath.
At this point, the priests go back inside, and the wizards that you found, Steve-O, come up to you and ask for payment.
No, that was nothing. Well, what do you want?
Well, usually, platinum, gold is required for such a casting as this,
I can
especially
give
with
you each one platinum piece.
such a high danger. Single platinum apiece. I suppose that's enough for some components to replace what we had to use here. We didn't actually get hit, albeit you did.
Get out of here.
I give them their 3
You guys
platinum
didn't really do
pieces.
squat.
They look at Mog and they just kind of bolt.
Do they take the platinum before they bolt, or did he scare them away beforehand?
Nope, you're holding your hand out with the platinum in it, and they're just gone.
Get on out of here.
I turn the mug and I give
Not
them a
taking
sly
your
half
money.
smile as I collapse to the ground and pass out.
So as you guys look up at the sound of breaking barrels and some wood falling,
Whoa.
you see Amlek and Rygon stumbling through the middle of the street. Amlek has just pitched first into some barrels, and Rygon has just fallen into a cart.
You guys are drunk. Go home.
So Rygon and Amlek with that kind of look at each other, and you notice that they have 2 of the cups that you poured the beer into, clink their cups together and start walking back to the cart.
Well, that's good. That's why I left it there. I was going to leave a note, but I figured Amlek was the only one who can read, and Rygon would probably wake up first. There's something written on this? Oh, there's beer. Probably wouldn't even notice that there was a note there.
Either one of
How
them
many
at
of
that
these
point.
can I drink before Amlek wakes up?
2. He could drink 2. Alright. So
Alright.
Steve-O passed out on the ground here.
I'm going to go ahead and pay 20 platinum pieces to the temple for their help in the matters.
Alright, they take your platinum and they thank you greatly for it, for the donation, for their assistance. And they continue going on the night vigil in the Temple Paylor.
Is it nighttime?
What are you
We
doing?
spent all day.
It has been nighttime.
Oh yeah, we did just get here, didn't we?
Yep, just before night. So
That explains the shady wizards.
Well, the rest of them were out drinking. We should have gone to the tavern first.
Right? For now, I'll call it a victory.
Riddick,
well,
what are we
I guess
doing?
we'll go ahead and rest up then. And tomorrow I would like to see if I could use the whole teleport home situation to go back to my dwarf forge guy.
Alright, so you're resting up. Are you gonna grab Steven? Or Rindick, are you gonna grab Steven?
Oh yeah. We got a donkey. Throw him over the donkey.
So you get
Come on,
thrown on the
Daffodil.
donkey.
Throw the wizard up there. Let's get on.
Alright, so you guys get back to camp, and the rest of the night passes without event at this point. Alright. So morning dawns on you guys, and things look to have gone pretty peacefully throughout the night. Camping right near the town was a good idea. One, because Rygon seems to have a really bad time making it to anywhere that seems to be appropriate for a bathroom during the night after he's been drinking. So there's just puddles of pee everywhere, and the cart kind of smells a little funny. And 2, because you can see Amlek has his sword stuck in a tree right now, and he's trying to pull it out.
Justin, I threw some rolls out there.
What are you trying to find out?
I just want to look more into my staff and see what I sense and feel about it. Like, do I know that it's no longer trying to mind control me? That the entity is gone?
Your staff feels colder than it usually does. It still thrums with power, but you don't feel anything in your mind.
That's all I need to do. Just contemplate that.
Mark? I think you're muted.
I've been yelling because I can hear myself.
Oh wow. Are we
Hello.
already out of time?
Yeah.
Nathan wants to ask you guys, what about the villagers walking around with bleeding ears?
Sucks to be them. This is why adventurers kind of are wanderers, because they cause problems. They're not really good
Yeah.
for civilization.
We
That's
came
why
in the middle of the night.
That's why I went and got the other guys who actually lived there, because then they saw the whole problem, so they should be taking care of it. That's the temple or whoever else's job.
Alright.
Yeah, but those are shady guys. I don't know. They might be charging out the lamb for.
No, those
Oh,
wizards.
you got a
Those clerics are.
you got a broken, busted ear. Oh, well, I've got the cure here for you for 1 platinum. You don't pay up. No cure.
The whole town would be dead.
Alright, Mog, so I just told everybody else. You found
You-
that it was good to
You want me
stay
to
around
go
the,
around?
to stay
heal
around the
everybody?
cart because there's just puddles of pee everywhere from Rygon. Cart kind of smells funny.
What did they do to my card?
And Amlek is trying to pull his sword out of a tree.
My Rygon pissed all over your cart, basically, and
Oh
around your
no.
cart.
Oh no, this is... Alright, who's got the sleep spell?
Not me, but I can turn him into something if you like.
Oh well, that's
Anybody
not
know the Vulcan Nick Minch? I can, like, give him a little nerve. Do I know some nerve endings or something? I can.
I
Go,
mean,
"Hi-ya!
you could try. You could throw an athletics out there and see what you could do.
If you're gonna roleplay Rygon correctly, though, if you do that and it fails, Rygon's gonna attack you.
Probably punch you in the face.
Right? He says it's a fun risk.
Oh.
Alright, we'll see. See what we got here.
Yeah,
This is terrible. I'm faster than Rygon. He can't catch me.
You literally cannot do that to Rygon with a 9. His strength save is a +9.
Why are you touching me? Stop touching me.
Yeah, Rygon probably thinks I'm trying to be cuddly.
So Rygon throws a punch at you.
Me don't feel that way. Rygon not feel that way. Other men in tribe maybe, but not me.
So Rygon kind of swats out at you with the back of his hand and just connects with your face, and you just kind of fall on the ground.
Oh, shame. Poor shame. I am
Well,
officially embarrassed.
in this case, I guess all I can do,
I'm gonna go meditate on the errors of my ways.
I'm gonna
Right where I
go ahead
am,
and
on the
crack
ground.
open another cask. I'm gonna go ahead and start drinking.
All
I'm gonna
right.
slowly drink though, and encourage those two to drink more.
All right. So Rygon and Amlek are super excited about this, and they just start guzzling down again.
I want to join.
All right, you get in there.
So are you trying to get us all like raged up before we go off and go dungeon
I don't know.
diving?
We'll see where this goes. Make those two drink more though.
All right, so Mog, you're slowly drinking. They're drinking pretty heavily because they're trying to get rid of their hangovers at this point.
It's not how it works, guys. It's not how it works at all.
All right, so are you guys just gonna hang out outside of Everland for now? Or are you gonna travel a little bit while you guys drink?
I say we
Well,
travel on where
these
we're
guys are
going.
wrecking my cart. I'm not gonna put him in my
I'll,
cart.
I'll be the designated driver. Uh, I'll drive. I'll drive. What is the donkey's name? Daffodil, Dandelion,
Daffodil, I
What are you
think.
talking
Gooseberry,
about my bill for?
Daffodil.
Daffodil. I dare that.
Yeah,
I,
what?
I,
What?
I'll be your designated driver. I'll drive us for a while y'all
I'll be your huckleberry.
carousing.
Like, I'm just sipping on this. I mean, I would like to get farther on the roadway, but like, if we can't get Rygon to drunkenly pass out for a moment, then we're not really gonna make time anywhere.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw a con save on this.
I get you now. I get you. Okay. Hey, Rygon, I bet you can't drink this.
All right. So with that, I'll give him another one. Rygon is heartily just like, yeah! He's having a great time.
All right. I want to go ahead. No, I'm gonna whisper this to Mark because it needs to be said that way. Because I'd rather have it play out this way. Keep them drinking, boys. Keep them drinking.
Amlek's doing all right too. Oh goodness. I'm really kind of wondering what Jeremy wants you to do, Mark. Oh, there's laughter at that part of the song? I didn't even know that.
Laughter. This is not laughter. This is a sad song.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the
Get in on this
morning?
performance. Yeah, party on. Yeah.
All right.
I'll go ahead and tell them of a tale of a dwarf somewhere in a misty mountain who found a stone upon it. And I don't know, little daughter over there.
All right.
They're drunk. It doesn't matter.
They're enthralled regardless. They're drunk. Come on.
So Mark,
I
you
need
got
them to
this
do stuff.
going. And Rhaegon just like flips over a staff that's just laying on the ground and just wham! His head right into the ground and his just tongue lolls out and he's just out. Cold.
All right,
You know, it's a
rocks
quote, a
around
famous
him?
show. Rest easy, my friend,
There are a few rocks
and dream
around
about
him.
large women.
And
right.
Amlek sees this and goes to try to help his friend and trips over the same staff and just slams his head right to the back of Rhaegon's.
That's not my staff, is it?
And just rolls over on the ground, just lolled.
Does it matter whose staff it is? Let's
Yeah,
get going.
They fucking with my staff. It's issues, but I don't think that staff is off my hands. They're not
Hey,
messing
no.
with my staff.
No, that's
Very protective.
it's
I mean,
it's
yeah,
just
if
it's a
you
very
could roll a
nondescript
perception
looking
and see
staff. It's like a spare spar off of the wagon or something in the cart. Just a
we got plenty of
random.
stuff. Don't touch.
We got lots of poles.
There are too many poles in this party.
Too
Yeah.
much equipment. All right, so the rocks around Rhaegon, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Stone Shape so that they'll form a ring around the top of Rhaegon.
All right, so you're like clasping him.
Yes.
All right.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and tie his feet together with rope, and then I guess if you guys want to help me, let's lift Rhaegon into the cart, and then just throw Amlek in there next to him.
All right, everybody give me strength rolls for picking up Rhaegon. because he's kind of like in a stone
Alright,
coffin
alright.
and tied together.
Blessings of Ilmatter. You can do it. Hit it. Yeah.
Strength.
Do I have to?
If you're helping.
Come on, help me. It makes it easier.
Since you said so, but we'll see how that goes. Holy shit!
Yes! Our powers combined!
So Mog and Rindick are like struggling to pick up part of Rygon, and Steve-O just comes over and he's just like, guys, and just lifts him into the cart like it's no big deal. And you guys are just kind of like, what? The sorcerer just...
What did this happen?
What happened? Oh, man.
You wasted your time with all these Arcana checks when you should have been just punching people.
Right?
Wizard punch.
Apparently, my strength is in my fists, in my hands. Like, apparently, I've been lifting over the past 5 years. I didn't even know.
You definitely need to multi-class now, like sorcerer barbarian. I mean, just
Oh, my God.
That's where all my RNG is, in the -1 strength roll.
All right, so you guys managed to get Amlek in the cart with no problems.
All right.
And you can actually start traveling now.
Okay.
Let's go somewhere. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go ahead and head off the Silvery Moon.
We're continuing on that path we originally wanted to be on.
You guys get to Silvery Moon.
Silvery Moon a town, or is it just a location?
Silvery Moon is a large city.
A Temple of Helm! Yes! I'm excited now.
There's even a Temple of Mistra and Tamora.
I don't care about those other guys.
Is the bridge invisible?
Oh, the bridge is invisible. It is always invisible.
Oh, this fucking place?
I reckon.
Damn it!
so you guys get to the to the foot of the bridge here. And Mog, with a terrifying realization, you just remember this bridge is invisible.
okay. Hey, remember I can we can throw some dust across the top, and you can.
I'm just gonna get in the cart. I'm just gonna climb in the back and pretend that this isn't happening right now.
You know, I could trip you. I could knock you out.
I don't need to be knocked out.
All right. So
I'm not drunk right now.
Mog climbs into the back of the cart, and he is just not paying attention to anything going around the outside of him.
No more. Don't praise Ilmatter in here.
I'm gonna assume that he's gonna let Rindick drive.
Yep.
I don't care.
It's okay. Ilmater's with you, Mog. He knows you're suffering. It'll be okay.
So Mog, I need you to roll.
The suffering won't be very long.
I need you to roll a perception check real quick.
Just on the off chance they remember Rygon, I make him invisible so that they don't know he's freaking here.
All right, you got it.
Oh my goodness, I almost forgot about that.
All right, Mog.
Didn't he get run out?
So you managed to
He got kicked out of town.
You managed to stare and just focus intently at a knot in the wood in the bottom of your cart. Like there's just this knot. It's pretty awesome. And you guys make it across the bridge here to the other side.
As I hear the wagon wheels hit cobblestone or whatever this roadway is again, I leap from the cart. Ah! Damn it. Damn it all.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You can drag a dwarf across an invisible bridge, but you can't make him look.
I won't look. I won't do it.
All right, so Steve-O throws a blanket over the top of Rygon's invisible form.
It's just a sack of potatoes.
That's a second, dude.
It's on your way.
I'm pretty sure we're just passing through town. I'll be right back.
You heading for the inn?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lock up the cart and our fellow companions for right now.
All right. So the inn here costs about 5 gold pieces to get your companions locked up and get the cart put away.
Okay.
It's fair. It's fairly good cheap fare.
That sounds good to me. I got no reason to grease these people.
All right. So you get Rygon and Amlek up in a room and kind of tied down to a bed. You don't just want them wandering off.
Well, he's still got them rocks around him, so he can be totally chilled out on that.
All right. And it looks like Mog, you're heading towards the Temple District.
I can't really tell which one is Helms.
I think Helms is right here. I think this one's Helms.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna go there and see if I can't find any dwarfs.
So you walk in the door, and all of the clerics are dwarves, and
I knew it!
they seem to remember you, and they come and greet you, and they're like, "Ah, it's our friend. It's been many years since we've seen you."
Oh, my people. It took me forever last time to get across that bridge. I don't know how you guys do it. I really don't.
The bridge? We don't go across that bridge. We take a boat.
I tried to do that last time.
You gotta go a little bit down the river and then come in through the backside of the gate.
Yeah, that would have been a better idea. I forgot where we were going. It's been like, what, 5 years, guys? Hmm.
Alright.
Well, I'm gonna party with these guys then.
Alright, so they're
Oh,
greeting you and having a good time, and they bring out a couple golden casks with some blessed mead in it and share it with their clerical friend.
I guess the other thing I want to do too is I'll go ahead and go for this one, and there's got to be one more. That one. Yeah. Oh, okay, one more. Alright, I want to go ahead and ask these guys about the Citadel that's to the north, and then that other space, what is it, Sundabar? That's to the east. Because those are our next two directions that we have
Okay.
to head to. Because we can follow the road and go up to the Citadel, or we can go across that hill canyony
So
area.
you're asking about Citadel
on Sundabar.
Felbar and Sundabar. Okay.
Uh-huh.
They tell you that Sundabar is a fairly simple
Oh,
town.
didn't
Mostly
go.
farmers and things like that. Not much going on there. And then when you ask about the Citadel, they're like, "Oh, the Dwarven Citadel to the north. Yeah, they've been preparing to try to take some more forays into the deep caverns that they've had to close off to stop the Durgar from coming up. Uh, they're starting to prepare for war, but it's still open as far as we know. We've had a few messengers from there here recently. In fact, I think we saw one of yours head that way not too long ago."
Hmm. Well, if you guys can find him and he's still around, I would greatly like to hear from him.
All right. So they send off one of the acolytes um, to go see if they can find one of your men that you've been sending through this city, looking through these upper mountains.
forgot, like, this is like our region of operations. Rhaegon lived a long way down.
Yes, yes, he did. Yes, it is. It indeed is. In fact, it's one that you found in your chest.
Oh yeah. I feel bad for not really noticing that until now, but I was having trouble with the character sheets. Um, okay.
All right, Stevo, as you enter into this temple, a flash of light lights this portion of the city over in the temple district.
Let me scoop out because I didn't see it. Do it one more time.
A flash of light.
I don't see it on the map. Where I am?
Um, explodes from this temple area.
Is it a dangerous light or is it just a light?
Just a light. Mog, I need you to roll perception since you're still in this side of town.
Cause baby, you're a firework. I don't see Mog in the video chat anymore.
He might have dropped out of the video chat. I hope he didn't drop out of Skype. He did.
Yeah.
Let's add him
So
back in.
we'll wait. Go ahead and throw some more fireworks out there. Well, let me throw on some Katy Perry.
Hello.
Uh,
And it's me again. Da, 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 da. Inside.
follow them, Mark. Follow them.
What? Oh, sorry. I was looking at my sheet and everything got closed. My
My
fault.
typing's not the greatest. I really shouldn't try to type so fast, but it's kind of like my writing. It's like I like enter, and I just if you've ever seen my handwriting, it translates. It's just bad. It's just so bad. I totally lied on that LPNL application. I can't type 80 words per minute. It's bullshit. Be so passionate for eternal.
Oh, that's a lot of words.
I have a text. It's from.
Oh, my system just shut down. Uh-oh. That's not good, Jeremy.
No, it's not. Could this be the end? Hope not.
It must be really hot up there right now.
There's a whole heat wave going for everywhere.
All right. Um.
Let's
hmm.
do an intermission, like a 10-15 minute intermission. Give me a
Yeah,
chance.
we're gonna go for an intermission for now, guys. We'll be back here in just a little bit to play some more D&D. Thank you guys for all watching. Give us about 15-20 minutes, and we'll be back.
Hopefully. No, give no promises.
Adios. Oh my goodness.
How's that working out for you? Is it working
Oh,
good?
it's pretty good.
Cool. It's actually got a little touch pad and everything, so I couldn't
Yeah.
find my tablet. Rachel texted that and I was like, what the hell is she talking about? But yeah. Oh, what did he say?
Wow, crashed hard. Yikes. Yowzers. Yowzers. Go, go, Inspector Gadget.
Stick it in the freezer.
It's no good that his system crashed. Unfortunate side effect of having a game from far away.
Yeah.
Also unfortunate that Rygon decided that he just didn't want to play alone.
Are we all on mute on our
Really?
mics? Oh, that's terrible. I'm having so much more fun than ever.
Yeah, David just he doesn't play in Snap Days either.
I just wish he
Kind
had
of gave up on
let
us
us
a
know
little bit.
before.
Well, he knew he was going. He knew he was going on a hook tonight.
It's just one of those, like me joining a group text several times. You know you want to be a pawn, but there's going to be a conflict. But it's never
Yeah, but
worth
he
the
does that. He's done that multiple times. He knows he's not going to be somewhere, and he's told me he's like, yeah, I'm not going to make it. He knows it, so he's done it multiple times. And here's my thing: is once or twice, fine, whatever. Like he's like, I'm really tired. I just don't want to do it this week. I was like, I understand, because there was like when we didn't have a couple of D&D sessions while I was on foot, I didn't want to do either. So I just let it go. But at this point, it's up to you. Like if you don't want to be a part of this, let us know so we can be away with you and plan for other things. If you don't want to do this, it can't be a you can like brainstorm what you can't just hop in like the big hunter. If you don't want to be a part of this, that's fine. But quit making us plan around you. So it's up to you what you do, and it's up to you what you do. So it's hard for things to come together so strong last minute, I wouldn't be surprised if Jeremy just comes back and goes, yeah, this character passed away from disintegration, but he's dead. He's gone. He won't be back.
No. So how many player character kills have been in his campaign so far?
3.
Nice.
all we do is escape from prison.
I learned a lot, but so did everybody else. I feel like I learned a lot. Like I don't take any risks. There's a lot to learn in your campaign.
I like the character aspect too.
Yeah, but I like your campaign too because it's good for us because we're not exactly seasoned with experience. Like earlier, like, what do you want to do this dragon? I'm like, oh no, we're just gonna go with I'm paused and I'm frozen. I don't know what to do.
Get me to make it back in.
Oh, he said something.
You say you're giving it some time, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Oh, Steven, you're the only one in the chat right now. I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna Skype Jeremy in. He's gonna use his dice at home.
Okay.
All right.
I can remember that.
Everything is
I don't
working.
want to get in trouble.
All right, guys, we are back. Jeremy's gonna have to use some dice at home on the honor system here, and since we're not in a combat sequence for any checks or anything that he needs to do.
If there's anybody I trust honorably, it's Jeremy. So.
Yeah, I think he'll do all right. I think Mark has to get turned back on.
Ah,
Yeah.
I was just chilling.
Yeah. Do you need the password?
No, I got it.
All right. So Jeremy, I need you to roll perception. You have a +4 to perception. Oh, he fell off the call.
Yeah, he's not technically in here yet.
He came back in and then he redisappeared. His phone dropped him.
I'm gonna hold on to the faith that he can make it back. Praise no matter.
Praise Ilmater.
Everybody pray no matter.
Okay, I'm praying. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I gotta plug my headphones in. There.
There's people.
Oh,
Ayo.
Alright, I wonder why that's. For some reason, the Skype's not working for him. I'm gonna hang up the full Skype call and call everybody. Boom. Mark, did you already answer the Skype call?
Hello?
Alright, Jeremy's here.
Hello.
Mark, you are
I
not.
don't know. I don't know if this is gonna
I'm
work,
not.
man.
I don't know.
I got this.
Do we have a Jeremy?
I'm here if you can hear me,
I can hear
for as
you.
long as it's gonna hold out.
It might hold out
Hello?
just long enough.
Ta-da!
Jeremy, roll for perception. You've got a +4.
Give me a second. I was trying to get my dice. 17, so that's 21.
21. All right, Jeremy. You notice the windows to the temple light up like it's daylight outside and then go back dark.
Oh, jeez. Did anybody else see that?
I'm in the middle of it. I am at the center of what's going on right now.
I was talking to the dwarfs around me.
Some of the dwarves that were facing you are like, "See what?" And they turn around and start looking around the temple. One of the dwarfs that's beside you, his mouth is just gaping open, and he's just looking at the windows in awe, not even speaking.
Oh, okay. Moving on, I guess I'll go outside and see what I can find.
So as you go outside and you look down the road towards the direction that you saw the light from, you see one of the temples is glowing a arcane purple hue.
Arcane fire, you say?
See.
Well, that's not something you see every day. Are people in the streets panicking?
Not panicking, but they are looking at the temple. A few of them seem to appear like they've seen something like this before and are in the streets kind of celebrating a little bit.
They're what?
Kind of celebrating. Steve-O, you feel a feminine caress on your shoulder.
Like some half-hearted hurrahs?
Yeah. Kind of some cheering and
I
stuff.
feel that?
You feel that,
Is this
and
a-
then Stevo
Is this
feels
a real person?
Stevo feels a feminine brush on his shoulder as well. Um, uh, roll your religion, Mog, which is a +4. Also,
Oh, I got a 5.
uh, you
Critically
seem
failed that one.
you seem to remember
I'm in awe too.
something, but you're kind of flabbergasted at the moment. Had maybe a little bit too much holy ale.
I gotta stay away from that stuff sometimes.
Say,
All right,
Well, I
Stevo.
guess I'll sit and wait and see what happens.
All right, Stevo, as you enter this temple and you ask what's going on and then just kind of give in to it. You feel some arms wrap around you and then a lithe feminine figure swoops around you just laughing and then floats off into the air and sits on the temple altar itself, just watching you with a fiery glint in her eye.
does my Arcana check do anything for me to know who she is?
You feel extreme amounts of magic around you right now. Like unreal amounts of magic. You're just kind of shocked by the power that you feel.
You don't even need a failed
Do I
Arcana
know
for
who
this
that
one.
is?
You believe it's a deity.
Well, can I make the conclusion from the extreme amounts of magic and knowing it's a deity to know that it's a goddess of magic?
You could
Can I come to
probably
that?
you could probably guess as much. I mean, you could talk to her. It's whatever.
Oh shit, talking to women. Is this
Uh
like real life simulator shit? I want to kneel to the goddess. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what else to do. To be honest. It's goddess magic. She's powerful. She's caressed me. Let's kneel.
All right, so you kneel down, and she kind of gets a stern look on her face, and she says, "Why are you kneeling?"
I don't know. Maybe you can help. My memories, they're jumbled. Feel like I've seen you before, but I can't remember.
Uh, At that, she kind of looks offended that you say you can't remember who she is. In fact, you think she looks downright mad at you. She starts stomping down the steps towards you.
These past 5 years have been a blur. One day I was somewhere, and then all of a sudden I was here, 5 years in the future. I just want to look at her blankly and confused, like something has been done wrong to me, like I'm injured.
She still looks mad as she approaches you, and as she gets up to you, she just reaches out her hand and just bops you on the forehead. As she does, all of your memories from the last 5 years just come flooding back into your head, and you just hear a breaking glass sound as it happens.
All right, what do I need to do now? 'Cause that's not any. Yep. What do I do?
And as she does this, she sternly looks at you and says, "You need to stop fucking with these dragon orbs. I've talked to you about this before." She starts floating back up to the altar.
Okay, do I get a whisper or anything? Like now what? I have memories back. I need something.
What are you gonna do? You have a very angry woman right in the room with you. And she seems to be divine.
Oh.
She looks at you incredulous as you try to recover
But
face a little bit.
but do I perform it well? Like as in like a stupid idiot kind of way. You can tell the idiot's trying really hard. He doesn't do it well, but you can see the effort.
Uh, all right. So she she kind of laughs, a tinkling laugh, and she says, "Surely you remember who I am now. Give me just a second."
Okay.
Jeremy, as all of this is happening, the purple mage fire that's around the temple goes to a lighter bluish hue and then a dark red hue and is currently kind of at a purpley hue again. If you want to roll another religion or anything.
Uh, is my religion a 4
Mm-hmm.
as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a 20.
All right. After kind of fumbling and being, shocked at what you see, you recognize the temple as Mistra's temple, the Lady of Mysteries.
Oh, it all makes sense. That's why they have an invisible bridge.
All right.
Well, I guess I'll walk over there.
All right. So as you come up to the temple, you get to the um, you get to the doors and you just hear this tinkling feminine laughter from inside the doors. And right inside the front door that is open, you see Steve-O standing there, just kind of cloaked in some purple flyer. Um, and he's actually speaking to her, telling her that he wouldn't be himself if he didn't mess with things that he shouldn't mess with. And then she kind of looks down at him, and you just hear this scolding female voice. You can't quite make out the words, Mog. So Steve-O, she's telling you, I've told you and I've told you again, not to mess with the things that I've told other wizards to mess with. I know you're my sorcerer. I know you're doing the right things, trying to foster magic and everything. But your ancestry doesn't matter that much to me. You need to go on about your life and start spreading the love of magic.
I'm just gonna slowly back away.
Well, I'm gonna tell her that you know what, losing all memory after this point has taught me the realest lesson. I don't want to ever forget you again. So this time, I guarantee you, I will heed your warning and I will never do it again, as I have suffered the ultimate punishment.
She looks at you very sternly and says, "You better. You better." And then as she does it, she kind of fades, and then for just the briefest amount of time, you just see these golden eyes just floating in the air, and then they just kind of wink out. And as this happens, the temple darkens again, back into its normal color, and the flames and the sconces go back to normal fire.
Wow. Okay, so Rindic is like kind of tracked. I don't know. I guess I went to the Helm Temple and asked where everybody was, and I don't know. Hoping I
I'm
could get
just
a.
down the block.
You kind of saw
Hopefully I
Mog
can
right
track.
down the block.
Hopefully I tracked y'all down. Hey,
Oh, hello there.
howdy. If y'all don't mind, I've got a special request. I've got a little favor to ask you
Oh,
guys. I think I don't know. We may or may not be able to handle this, but I think there's some justice that needs to be administered on a specific temple of the Raven's Claw here in town. I've tracked them down. They're the ones who handed me this dagger in my chest.
oh.
What's with the wizard? I mean, the sorcerer. Looks
Uh,
kind of.
I, I don't know,
What's
dude.
going on?
There was a lot of purple and blue and flames and stuff.
Wow. Well,
Never
what
trust
say you,
people
Mog?
with invisible bridges.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, they also have slightly invisible assassins living here, and I don't know. They're just. I'll be honest. Okay, I'll confess. Really, I just want vengeance. They
Oh,
stole me from Ilmater's temple, and they need to be paid back for that.
what kind of vengeance are we talking about here?
Maybe knocking a head or two. Maybe running them out of town. Like they're really no good. And they've been trying to kill me. That kind of thing. The best defense is a good offense.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I don't know. I think let's go back over to the Helm Temple. I want to try persuasion. I think I only have like a 1 in that. I want to
You
see if I
have
can.
a 4 in persuasion.
An 18. I want to go ahead and persuade these guys on the pursuit of justice for my friend here to go over to this other temple and help him to end his suffering, praised be to Ilmater, so that we can get past this craziness of these people.
Okay, what's your roll here?
18
18.
persuasion.
18 persuasion. All right, so with your 18 persuasion, they kind of look at each other and they start asking, what temple exactly is it that you're talking about? I don't understand what temple would be that way in this city, this fair city.
Well, my friend says it's there, so we should check it out.
Yeah, let's do it.
So they
I
agree.
assure you.
They agree, and they follow you and Rindick back to where Rindick saw what he believed to be a temple.
Follow me.
All right, let's bring the beer with us.
Yeah, they're definitely not putting their mugs down there. They're still holding on
Well,
to
I
those
want I
things.
want more beer. Tell them to bring more beer.
Hey, Stevo, you gonna come?
We'll get the cart too if we have to.
We
No.
could
Oh yeah,
we
where's
could we
Steve-O?
could use we could use your magic.
You could, but you're gonna have to drag me away from this temple because I just had an experience, and it's gonna take a bit to get me away.
Yeah, he's over in Acid Land, so maybe it's just okay to let
Fine,
him do
fine.
that.
You hang out with your trippy friends over there. Mog and I are gonna go
Is anybody
take
you
care of
should
some
fear?
business.
You should fear a
Yeah.
goddess of magic.
Grab. Yeah, Let's grab drums too. Let's grab instruments. I'm gonna blow on my horn. We're gonna make a ruckus. I'm gonna make a ruckus.
All
We're
right.
marching on to this other temple, and we're gonna make as much noise as possible.
You see, if
I
he's blowing
want
his
to attract
horn,
as many people as possible. I'm gonna try performance on this.
All right. You have a +1 to performance.
19.
All right. So you are loud, and there's just like a crowd following this cart with casks of ale from the Temple of Helm, with these dwarven clerics just walking, following this human monk, and everybody's just kind of trying to figure out what's going on right now. Like, what
What?
what is the deal?
That's all right. I'm trying to figure that out too. But forward. Let us get there.
I'm.
All right.
Let me pull up my chat. Why will it not let me pull up the chat? I don't understand.
I don't know.
There.
Uh,
Okay.
All right. So as you get outside the building, I need you, Rendick, to make a history check. A history check with advantage, in fact. You hear laughter, like the tinkling of bells beside your ear there, Stephen. All right. So you were at the house that you were 100% certain is the house that you were at earlier. And as you look at the house, you can see the raven emblem that's over the doorway. So you go up to this door and you bust this door open and find just an empty house. Just one large empty room.
They were here. Thomas, is this her?
Jeremy, if you want to make a religion check, you have a 4 on that.
That would be 11.
All right, so you look at the raven engraving above the door, and you recognize it as a symbol of the Raven Queen above the door that he just busted in. And he's trying to convince you that the people that he was looking for were here.
Well, I believe him because I remember investigating that dagger that was in his chest.
I'm here, guys.
I want to go ahead. Did you hear all that ruckus I made?
I hear all the ruckus you make.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun. Maybe it's not their nature to make confrontations in the open. They're gonna hide. Maybe there's a secret tunnel.
Oh,
maybe
I blow my horn. I shout out "coward" in the deepest, oldest dwarvish I can, and I want to go ahead and I'm gonna cast divination. I'm gonna try and commune with Illmatter or insight on how to lure them out into the open in the present situation.
Illmatter speaks to you and communes with you and tells you that if you had a relic of the Raven Queens and you started to go about destroying this relic, that it would probably draw them out into confrontation.
Oh.
we're all about killing and destroying relics. I mean, that's like what we do. Like relic destroyers.
You've got it. You've got the dagger on you. Pull it out.
Okay. Oh, you mean the other dagger? Okay.
It's got
I'll
the
pull
emblem
that
on
up.
it. Let's frickin' mess it up.
Okay. Hey, this is kind of like the reverse. You know, we recovered that amulet of Ilmater, and now it's time to pay him back.
Yeah.
Ritual.
All right.
Okay, do the thing.
So how are you going to try to go about this?
Well, we got a bunch of different ways to destroy this. I think that there's... I mean, I don't know if mending works both ways, but I'm pretty sure clerics have an undo spell as well. But maybe not.
Let's see.
I know that we can mend things. If anything, the wizard just showed up.
This is
Hey,
true.
can you burning hands and attempt to melt this thing, Steve-O?
I can, but I'm gonna need y'all to stand back. I don't want anybody else.
Let's all give him a big cheer. Like, everybody toast your goblets. Let's totally get this thing melted. Everybody pray with
So everybody
me.
gives a big cheer.
And also a drink.
Hold on, I need to do something real quick.
Not as of yet.
Okay. Then we just do the regular.
Burning. Oh, you used fireball.
Whoa.
That's not burning hands.
Just in case y'all didn't know, I don't have burning hands. I have shocking grasp. So I use what I have. So I gave y'all fair warning. If you're caught in this,
I'm expecting, just some fire flames coming out of his
Yeah.
hands, and then like a freaking fireball comes
So,
out.
so you take this dagger and hand it to Steve-O, and Steve-O takes this dagger and kind of chunks it into the middle of this building, and just a fireball just erupts from his hand and just engulfs this dagger.
And the
It's
building,
terrible.
And the
the building's
building
got
starts to burst into
fans on it
flames.
too.
I mean, they're just starting to lick flames up the walls now. Smoke is starting to billow. And as the dagger begins to start to melt, the eyes right up near the end of the hilt open, and a red glow starts to show. And then you just hear this ear-splitting
Oh, bleeding ear syndrome.
screech, ear-splitting screech of crows as just crows erupt through the floorboards of this building and out into the night. And as this happens,
Oh, wait. I want to cast create water, and I'm gonna also like do it to where I don't know what to. I rolled a 10 on that, but I also want to like get some of the other clerics, those of Helm, to do the same, and then have the other ones like bless the water like at the same time.
all right.
We're gonna shoot it at the building. We're gonna try and fire hydrant as many of these crows as possible.
So you start hitting these crows with this holy water, and as you do this, Steve-O shoots a ray of frost, and these like just huge chunks of crows just freeze over and fall to the ground.
Yes.
Um, and as all this water's going on, the building starts to go out, and as you look up again, you see what appears to be four monks in black robes standing at the back of the building.
Ooh.
Can I do a reaction?
Sure. What do you want to do?
Well, we know that they're monks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't need to do. Do I need to do any sort of thing to know that they're probably after our friend Rendick? Do I need to do anything about that, or can I just boom go?
I
Because we're
think
obviously here for a reason.
I think you figured out when you were talking with everybody else why Rindick was trying to get everybody here.
All right. Well, then we know who they're after. So we're going to create more Rindicks and make it more difficult for them to go who they want.
All right. So as these three monks are appearing at the end of the hall, Rindick seems to split into three other Rindicks, and there just seems to be four of him standing at the front of this building now. As Steve-O casts Minor Illusion.
All right. I want to grab.
Mini
I want to
me.
grab 4
Don't worry, they're
cups.
full size, please.
Full size.
I'm grabbing 4 tankards. I'm gonna fill them up, and I'm gonna approach those guys.
Okay, so as you approach those guys, you definitely feel a dark and evil, murderous aura from them. But they don't make any moves just yet.
All right. I want to persuade them. Like I'm just offering them these drinks to drink. Oh, nat 20 as a payment to begin negotiations.
So they kind of look at you, kind of in shock and surprise when you mention negotiations, and then they start to drink from the tankards that you offered them. And
Okay, is it dark enough that I could jump in behind him?
I mean, you could try.
Because I would totally just jump in behind him, knock him, and just try to knock him in the head with my staff.
All right, so you're gonna use your teleport into shadows.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's
Can we do anything to stop him from doing that, or is it unstoppable?
well, you could do a lot of things
To
to stop him,
stopping him
Steve-O.
doing that.
There's a million things that you could do. You could just
You could polymorph me into a rock. I mean, or well, not a rock, a beetle or something.
or a cat.
Can I just talk to him?
No, man.
I don't think he's gonna be
these guys
persuaded
butt.
at this point.
These people kidnapped me when I was young and made me do all kinds of sorts of bad stuff, and I'm just now like because of you guys figuring out what a crappy deal it was, and I'm ready to like knock them out. I mean, they've been stabbing me and killing me in the middle of the night. It's kind of
Can
weird.
Okay,
oh,
can I? Do I need to do any sort of check to realize all
I'm
this, or
practicing
can I
plus
just? Do
undead.
I just cast my spell? Because I'm not. I don't want to let him do this.
I think he's telling you all this, but I mean, you can cast your spell whatever you want.
I mean, have I not taken care of you pretty well so far?
I
You're not
polymorph him.
dead yet.
I stop him dead in his tracks. What will I turn him into, though?
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Mark.
I got it.
While he's doing that, decide what you're going to change him into there, Steven. Because he failed.
I'm going to. I'm just going to turn him into a kitten. That seems to be a favorite of mine, so I'm just going to turn him into a kitten.
So as you cast polymorph on him, a gray kitten with black stripes appears on the ground next to you. Just
Oh my goodness! Wait,
just hissing.
does that mean that there's
with his
four of
tail,
them?
with his tail is like bushed, like huge bushy tail, because he is just hissing. He is up and he is mad, but it's just a little gray kitten with black stripes.
Can the illusions remain, though? Can the illusions remain, or do the illusions turn into kittens too, or do the illusions disappear?
The
There
illusions
should be
turned into
four.
kittens
There
too.
should be 4 kittens. Yeah,
Okay, then I don't pick up the kitten. I let the kittens be.
there's a lot of them. They're just cute. That's a nice atmosphere. I like it. There's people outside. This is a party.
So I'm also going to join in with and just kind of like try to calm down the kittens. Be like, calm down, kitties. Calm down. It is for your own good. Whether or not you continue to hiss or not is of no relevance, I guess. But
You're a cat.
you're a kitten, no, a kitten. I specifically said kitten. So you're not a cat. You're not full grown. You're like, yeah, dude, you're a kitten.
Alright, so the 3 monks next to you, Mog, kind of look up in shock as Rindick turns into 4 kittens all of a sudden. and and the lead monk, the guy who's in front of the other 2, asks what exactly is it that you're trying to negotiate for here?
I want you to give
my
my friend Rendick his life back and stop your blood oath to kill him, because he has been reclaimed from once you stole him from the Temple of Ilmater. And you shall plague him no more. I am coming to you on good terms. And I cast Thaumaturgy, the changing, manipulating thing on myself, and I burst into holy fire when I utter praise Ilmater.
Okay, so these monks kind of are taken aback and take a step back. One of them dropping their mead.
Get that man another drink.
One of the other monks comes in with a mug, and a stern look on his face holds it out for the other monk to take. And the monk that's in front says, "We're not the front of the order. We're just a small outpost of the order. We can't take back a hit like this. Hits
well,
like
you
this.
better find out a way, or I'm gonna split some skulls."
Hits like this come from the Raven Queen herself.
Oh man, you're gonna make me go to the Raven Queen, huh?
Can I do an intimidation to get them to tell us where that's at, Justin?
To tell you where their main temple is? I mean, you could try.
After showing my array of powers, can I like, and Mogs combined, like, are they intimidated us as a whole and be like, tell us where it's at, or I'm gonna kill you right here, or turn you into a kitten.
Whoa.
So as you're
We're
intimidating
not
these
killing
guys,
anybody.
and you rolled a natural 20, so they're terribly frightened. One of them starts to try to tell you, and as he does, just blood just starts pouring out of his mouth, and his eyes turn black, and he just falls into a heap on the ground, dead.
Oh God!
Yeah.
You need to tone it
So
down.
now there's 3, where once
You
there
need
were
to tone it
4.
down.
Now
That is
there's
too scary. You
I
just
can't
caused the guy
understand.
to die from your
Hold on.
scariness.
Meow. 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 I don't speak Khajiit in this world. Sorry. Can
Yeah,
I
wow.
check the magic,
Wow.
Justin? Can I feel where the magic is linked from that?
You feel like that was a divine touch on that guy's head as he was about to reveal something he was not allowed.
I turn to Mog and go, "That's not magic. That's divine. That's your territory."
Oh, I know. I know. That's why, I was going to say, like, I don't even care, guys. Like, you don't have to tell me where your temple is or any of that stuff. But I will tell you right now that you need to leave this city. I brought a whole gang of people here with me. You're no longer welcome. And, yeah, tell your stupid Raven Queen that Ilmater's watching. We will not rest until this is resolved.
So as you say this, the lead guy nods, and just black smoke just billows from underneath the building. And as the smoke clears, they're just gone. Their mugs are
Hmm.
their mugs are laying on the
Alright.
ground where they were
I order
standing.
consecration.
So the other
I go
clerics
about
that are
ordering
with you and start
consecration.
consecrating the
Just
building.
start blessing this place and clean it up.
And roll perception.
Perception?
Yep.
14.
All right. So as you're ordering this about and looking around, you notice in one of the corners a gentleman with a silver harp pen uh, opening
A
a, uh,
silver what?
a silver harp pen, poking around on the floor and looking for any hidden doors in the floor of this building.
With a silver harp pen?
Mm-hmm.
Who is this guy?
You want to roll history?
Sure.
You have a 4 on that too.
What's
You
my
have a
Yeah,
history?
four
roll
on
it,
like
tear it up.
everything.
I know, I've tried to even out on most of the stuff that's important
Yeah.
to my character.
Yeah, you've got
These
a
are
4.
important things to me. Alright, 19.
All right, so thinking back and remembering, you would remember that he's part of the Harpers based on the pen that he's carrying.
The who's?
The Harpers,
Harpers?
a group of adventurers that were meant to look into and protect citizens from the evils of the world, created by Elminster Almar almost 2,000 years ago.
Oh, so this guy knows some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I want to approach him and talk to him and see if he's found anything yet.
So as you approach him and start talking to him, he doesn't tell you anything absolute. He just tells you that he's been looking at acquiring this building here recently, um, but he didn't quite know that this was the warehouse that he wished to acquire, and with some very vague and uh, very hand wavy motions, he just kind of starts to walk away and then just disappears into the crowd.
Whoa, wait. Can I chase him?
You can try.
Jeez.
What do you got on perception?
Gonna be
Why am I in two places at once?
that's an 8.
An 8. So you just cannot seem to find him in the crowd. Like he has
Jeez.
disappeared into the
Okay,
crowd.
I have a spell for this. I want to locate object. I want to locate that Harper pen.
Okay. So as you try to use your locate object for the Harper pin, you see blinks of your magic going along the outer wall of the city at a very, very high rate. And then you see it
Jeez.
hit a guard tower, go to the bottom of the guard tower, down a little bit further, and then just disappears from sight. You believe that he hit a portal.
Oh, so he's already gone.
But you also notice, with locating the silver harper pane in your memory, there are several blips around the city.
They're here.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Well, geez Louise, guys. Where's Rendick? Rendick, this is a place that was a prison for you, so we should figure out what you want to do with it now.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, well, I'm gonna have to go here in a second. So, well, if it's as charred and worked over by Steve's fireball as I figure it is, it probably just needs to be torn down and by maybe the local temples can do something with the lumber. They can distribute the firewood to people in the winter or something because it's been wrecked.
You just want to raise it.
Yeah,
All right.
get some firewood out of the thing.
All right.
And well, anyhow, I'm gonna have to get going. So thank you very much, Mog. Rendick is super appreciative. Once again, you've helped him do something. Though I am kind of disappointed as a cat that I didn't get to beat those guys into a little pulp.
Well, now we get to
But I am
actually go and face the Raven Queen somewhere along the way. So
yay,
that's
good.
still there.
I'm really excited about that. Not. I just wanted to exact a little, temporary, quick fix vengeance. I didn't really want to do the,
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
I'm used to corralling people with tempers as a Rygon, so sorry,
This is
but it's
almost
just
out
what
of
I
power.
do.
I used it up. Pretty good.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Cleric stuff gets crazy sometimes, especially once it hits divine.
Right.
Right.
Thanks everybody for coming and hanging out with us for episode 4 of Dwarven Halls. It'll be up on my YouTube channel here in the next couple of days. Thank
Good
you all
session.
again, and we'll see you all next week.
Mm-hmm. Adios.